Hey, what's up everybody? I'm just checking in. This is Ryan Miller doing a test run on a live stream. What I'm really doing is I am checking my connection. I'm not sure if it's going to be good enough in my building, so I got to do this test run to see what's going to happen here. And I hope it works, otherwise I'm going to have to find a way to hardwire a phone or run off a computer webcam, which I really don't want to do. I want to run this off my phone. So what I'm doing is I'm test running for this week's live stream, which is going to be on Friday. It's going to be a poll day live stream. I'll probably live stream here for about 5-10 minutes just to see if the connection can keep up. See me do some calf raises and some shrugs to finish off today's what's mainly a lift day, GST lift day. So very high rep calf raises. That's the third set. Again, I'm just doing a test run here. Hopefully this works. Hopefully my Wi-Fi connection keeps up and Friday's pull day goes great. Okay, let's move this thing down for shrugs. Now, as you know, shrugs are traps. Traps is the primary mover there. You know, those muscles that see those big dudes, it's like they always look intimidating because they have big traps like Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, Dwayne Johnson. All those guys, you know, they got big traps. It makes your neck look wider, shorter. You just look more like stout, yoked, jacked, all that stuff. And shrugs are where it's at to build those traps up. So when you're doing shrugs, all you want to think about is just moving that bar straight up and down. Sometimes you'll hear some coaches talking about making circles. I'm not a circles guy, just straight up and straight back down. Good control, good contraction. Sometimes you might want to do a little bit of forward lean. Give yourself some added ROM. Or if the bar is rubbing against your legs a little bit too hard. All right, easy warm up. Now with shrugs, it's a move you're going to see a lot of guys cheat heavy with by doing like almost like a squat shrug, a power shrug. I'm okay with a little bit of movement, a little bit of cheating. Certain moves are like that. You're going to see that with some curl variations, some barbell curls, dumbbell hammer curls. If you can move a significant amount of extra volume with a little bit of cheating, as long as it's controlled and you're experienced, I'm comfortable with that. And you might see me do that a little bit here. I'm going to put on like 200 and just hit some sets of 10. Now another thing that might come up with shrugs is you might, actually let's just go 205. So you might notice that your grip fails before your traps, okay? If that happens, your first step is to keep the double overhand grip and add chalk. Your second step is to move to a over-under grip, which is significantly stronger than a double overhand. So over-under is here. Now one thing I want to recommend is that as you go from set to set, you want to flip which hand's under. That's just going to keep you balanced. Over-under tends to throw the balance off a little bit. So that's going to keep you balanced. All right, I'm just going to get a little chalk, and then I'm going to be back to hit this first working set of shrugs. So we're just in the GST facility. I recently did a little remodeling. My chalk is across the room. Okay. So double overhand, 205 by 10, no problem. All right, so obviously after a tougher set, you're gonna be a little out of breath. Take your time, take some deep breaths, lower that heart rate manually. And what I wanna say right now is that you should try to think about both of your traps. A lot of us, and I say us because that's me too, have muscle imbalances with the way we stand, the way we sit is not perfectly symmetrical. And so we get off balance. You know, our hips get shifted, our spine gets curved, things like that. So you want to think about both traps raising up as much as you can. Because if you don't, you're probably going to see one side leg a little bit. It could be like this. But what you want to do is just think about both sides, pulling up both sides nice and high. All right, I'm gonna let this run a little bit longer. We're 6 minutes in, and I wanna see if this is keeping up nicely with the audio. I wanna see if it's keeping up nicely with high definition video. Like I said, this is my very first YouTube live stream test. It's going great with the material, but I gotta make sure it goes good with the connection. That's the big deal right now. Okay, so I'm not, usually I'll take anywhere from 2 to 5 minute rest periods. This weight is not crushing me, so I'm gonna get back into it. Let's get another set going. I'll switch up the angle and face you this time so you can see where grip is and everything. All right, so grip. I'm gonna stick to the double overhand on this one. Just a little bit wider than legs because I don't want my fingers running out my legs. My fingers are a lot rougher and more textured than the bar. The bar is smooth. It can run up my legs and not provide a lot of friction. But my fingers cannot do the same thing. All right, so you arch the back, rack deadlift, and then shrug. All right, back down. Now I'm pretty much fingertipping that. I feel good about that because when I wrap my hands around completely, sometimes your thumbs will catch on your legs. So I like to just fingertip it, keep everything away from your legs and your clothing except for the barbell. It's smooth right here and it just is gonna produce less friction. Okay, so let's cut this stream off right now and I need to just re-watch it and check it out. Thanks for being a part of it. I appreciate you being along on this test, and I'll see you for the next live stream. Bye-bye.